Today we're going to talk about sketching distance, the secret of sketching space in a two-dimensional piece of paper. One of the simplest way to do this is to put a soft and fuzzy object behind a sharp and distinct object like this example. There are other examples where you can use softer colors. In this case, it's the same. You use a softer, diluted colors to represent distance. That's another way. But I find in urban sketching, the best example is where you overlap shape. Let me hit the intro and then we'll come back and talk about it. If you are sketching two cups and you place them like this, you really can't tell the space between them. But if you were to stack them in a way where the shapes overlap, you can actually see a distance between them. So here, as you can see, I put Chitsing, the person in front, where the shape at the back allows the distance from the wall to be sort of portrayed. In other words, the space between the person and the wall is portrayed through the overlapping of the shape. Here's another example where the chairs in front, or part of the chairs, overlapped with the space where it diagonally cuts across where the four persons are dining. And you could see the overlapping sort of shape creates a space between the chairs and the people at the back. And this is what I'm trying to say, overlapping shape. Another example where the shapes are all stacked, and you could see that there's a lady standing way in the distance, and then the dining table adjacent to the main figure on the left sort of stacked in some way, and then there are some more further down where there are further figures behind. And all these shapes stacking creates a feel of distance. Of course, the people are not of equal sizes. The size varies. Of course, the more distant it is, it gets smaller, and all those in proportion needs to be accurate. And if you portray it in such a way, the distance is also being sketched in. Here's another example where you could see from a more recent Inktober version, where you see the hand has a few lines behind it. The lines at the back were added after I feel that it was not three-dimensional enough. So I added a line, and in some way it is a stacking of shape, because now you could see that the hand is in front and there's something at the back that pushes the figure forward. This is another example where you could stack a shape by breaking up some kind of a known shape, a rectangular shape here, for example, or any other shape that works, to push another object in front, and it makes the eye think three-dimensional. Here, another example where the main dining figure right in the middle, at the bottom, is stacked against a purple background, and the purple background is broken into two parts, left and right of her. And that stacking really creates a sort of a three-dimensional feel, where you feel that the person is in front and then the purple shape is at the back. And with that, it creates somewhat of a three-dimensional 3D feel on a 2D piece of paper. One last example. So as you can see here, the people are stacked against each other. The lady in front stacked against companion diner on the left, and then there are smaller figures on both the left and right of the main figures. All this stacking of shapes creates a distance or feel or space, and that's what you're trying to do in Urban Sketcher. You're trying to create a three-dimensional feel in a two-dimensional piece of paper. And I think one of the easiest way to do is to use shape. Sizes of shape is one, but actually overlapping or stacking them is actually the key and the secret to it. So I hope that gives you a very clear picture of what you can do when you're out there sketching, battling the elements out there, and you can look at a sketch and you're trying to create space or distance and some depth in your sketch. What you need to do is to overlap shape. That's the secret. I hope that helps you. If you like this sort of videos, this sort of content, it will be very much appreciated if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. Peace, and thank you very much wherever you are in the world. Take care.